Good morning. Welcome back to NFA Studio. I am Kristen Wagner, COO of NFA.
And I'm Reagan Wagner, CEO. We're glad you could join us today for another episode of our NFA Studios. Hey, it's November. We are going to be talking a little bit today about gratitude and growth. It's one of my favorite holidays is Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. And it is one of my favorites. But when we think about that, what do y'all do? Do y'all for Thanksgiving? Do y'all take a little pause when we think about being grateful?
Yeah, I mean, we always want to reflect over, our blessings of the year and, how we've grown financially, personally. Just be grateful for all of the blessings that we have throughout the year.
And when folks think about being grateful, sometimes they don't really think about money, do they? But really, when you think about being grateful, and we talk about today's topic, gratitude and growth, it's all about mindset. How do you think about where you are today? And no matter where you are, you want to really watch that mindset and make sure that you have a positive mindset around your current circumstances. Of hey, it's going to get better if you're going through a tough time, or hey, we're going great, and really have that positive focus on where you are. Be grateful for what we have, because we do have just we're living one day at a time, and God gives us that gift, and we should be thankful just for waking up some days, right?
Of course, exactly. And gratitude can influence your spending, saving, and even your investing habits.
So if you're happy about where you are financially, then you're obviously going to want to give more. But when you're running through those challenges, sometimes just giving helps change that mindset, right? That person that might need just a hand up.
Yep.
Not a handout, but a hand up. It doesn't have to be financial. It could just be your time, right?
Yep.
And that just changes your perspective on the whole day, and really makes us think about how we can do better for ourselves personally.
Yeah, and remember that wealth is not exactly just about accumulation. It's about creating peace of mind and freedom. And gratitude brings that balance into focus.
And you bring up a great point. When it's about peace of mind, it doesn't just mean your financial wherewithal. Peace with your family, peace being together, that having that positive fulfillment. We talk about faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun. Finance is really third on our list of things that we work on. So if you think through that, you really want to make sure that you have your faith in order, that you have your family in order, and you can enjoy those things first. And all of that is coupled by having a firm foundation. And as we look into November and we look into closing out that quarter, one of the things that's really interesting is, and I like to do this in Q4, and really I like to do it all the time, but it's really take an assessment of kind of where we are financially and how did we do, right? Start to do that financial reset, if you will, of what's going on in our marketplace. And do we have any resources or things like that may be of value to folks?
So we do. We have something called a year-end checklist. So it'll kind of remind you to do those things like maximize your contributions to your 401k or your IRA, and look at your insurance coverage, review all of your beneficiaries, make sure that they're all correct and accurate and updated. It also, another thing on the checklist talks about charitable giving. So if you're looking for ways to give back, just like we talked about gratitude, giving back to the community, giving back to different organizations, things like that can also help you with financially, because there's tax deduction. So that's also mentioned on the checklist. So reach out to us and we can get you this checklist if you don't already have one. And also we'll help you review all of your investment portfolios and make sure you're on track for your financial goals for retirement.
Yeah, and it's really important that you start that. You start that now. You start that in November, because some of those contributions and some of those things need to be completed prior to December 31st. And to know which ones those are, always reach out to your tax professional, but feel free to reach out to our office and talk to Kristen or somebody on our team. We'll be happy to assist and help you in that process.
Yep. Another resource that we have is our life design book. So it talks about estate planning, things like that can get your a estate in order for your beneficiaries and really organize all of your different accounts. Passwords can be put in there, like whatever you want to leave to your beneficiaries and your heirs.
Yeah, so as you think about Thanksgiving and you think about gratitude and we think about growing, it means a lot more to us than just your financial balance sheet. It really means taking stock of who you are and where you want to go and doing that reset, both personally, emotionally, and with your finances to make sure that you have your ducks in a row so that you and your family can move forward as we go into 2026.
Yep. So thank you for tuning in today, and I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.